Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of coordinate geometry. It is the 7th chapter of class 10 mathematics. I am Radlakshmi, faculty at Silver Hills Public School. In the previous session, we have seen the basic concepts of coordinate geometry as well as the first concept, that is the distance formula. In this chapter, we have two concepts, that is distance formula and the section formula. Distance formula, we have seen that it is to find the distance between any 2 points on a plane, and we have seen many applications where we are using the distance formula. Hope you have practiced all those questions. In this session, we will see about section formula, another important concept in coordinate geometry. Let us move on to the section formula. Section formula. It gives the coordinates of a point which divides the line joining 2 points in a ratio internally or externally. Just consider this figure, that is a line segment AB on a plane, a points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. Consider that line segment, it divides into 2 in the ratio m1 is to m2 and P is the point of division. To find the coordinates of the point of division, we use the section formula, that is the coordinates of the point P xy which divides the line segment joining the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 internally in the ratio m1 is to m2 or m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2, and y coordinate m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. This is known as the section formula. It is used to find the coordinates of the point of division if you are given the ratio in which that line is divided. And let us see, there is a special case of this section formula, that is if the line is divided into 2 equal parts, that is divided in the same ratio, that is m1 is to m2 is considered as 1 is to 1. That is if A one point of the line segment, B another point, and if P is the midpoint of AB, then the ratio m1 is to m2 will be 1 is to 1. So, what happens to the section formula? Here instead of m1 we have to substitute 1 and instead of m2 we have to substitute also 1. So, the coordinates of the midpoint P of AB are x1 plus x2 whole divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 whole divided by 2. This is known as the midpoint formula. That is, if a line or line segment is divided into 2 equal parts in the same ratio, then to find the point of division, we use the midpoint formula. So, section formula and midpoint formula, how it is used, how it is applied in different situations, we can see. Okay, consider one question based on the section formula. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1 7 and 4 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. That is, you are given the line segment with 2 endpoints. We will consider those points -1 7 4 3, and those points the ratio is given as dividing ratio 2 is to 3. Let us take the coordinates, the required coordinates, that is the point of division, let P be x y, and given x1 y1 as -1 7 and x2 y2 as 4 3. So, to find the coordinates of the point of division P, we use the section formula. The ratio also given as 2 is to 3. So, ratio we have the 2 endpoints, the coordinates of the 2 endpoints we have. So, we can find the point of division using the section formula, that is by section formula, the x coordinate you can do together, x coordinate, y coordinate as if you like, but here I am showing separately. X coordinate m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is substituting the coordinates. While substituting, you have to be very careful. X coordinates m1 x2, x2 should be substituted in the place of x2, 2 into 4 plus m2 x1, that is 3 into minus 1, minus I put inside the bracket, whole divided by 2 plus 3, the ratio should be added. That becomes 8 plus minus 3 whole divided by 5, that is equal to 1, that is 8 minus 3 is 5, 5 divided by 5, 1. Like this we got the x coordinate of the point of division. Now we need the y coordinate also. Okay, let us see the same section formula, the y coordinate. Y, you know, it is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is equal to 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into 7 whole divided by 2 plus 3, that is minus 6 plus 21 whole divided by 5, that is 15 by 5, that is equal to 3. So, we got the required point P, that is the point of division is 1, 3. This we got using the section formula. Okay. So, let us consider one more example. Next example. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4, minus 1 and minus 2, minus 3. What do you mean by trisection? Bisection means we know it is divided into 2 equal parts. So, trisection means it is divided into 3 equal parts. Instead of 2 bisection, tri means 3, it is divided into 3 equal parts. That is, the line is the points given A, we will take consider it as A, we will just name the points for our convenience to call. So, A 4 minus 1 and B minus 2 minus 3 given. And we told the line, the points of trisection we have to find. So, we have to divide it into 3 equal parts. So, one point we will take as P x y and other point we take as Q capital X capital Y. So, we have to find the coordinates of these 2 points P and Q. Now, we will see the ratio, how the ratio will be. It is divided into 3 equal parts we told. So, how the ratio? It is 1 is to 1 is to 1. All the 3 lengths are same. So, 3 equal parts. So, the ratio is 1 is to 1 is to 1. So, we will consider let A be 4 minus 1, B minus 2 minus 3 and P and Q be the points, P be x y small y and Q be capital X capital Y. Then P divides AB in the ratio. We have to find the ratio in which each point divides. It is told 1 is to 1 is to 1. So, P divides AB in the which ratio? See, A to P 1, P to B it is 2. So, P divides AB in the ratio 1 is to 2. Now, we want to know how Q divides. Q divides, here you can see A to Q it is 2 and Q to B it is 1. So, Q divides AB in the ratio 2 is to 1. So, while finding P, M1 is to M2 is 1 is to 2 and while finding Q, M1 is to M2 is 2 is to 1. That we should be careful while substituting. Okay. So, we will use the same section formula to find the coordinates of P and Q. Let us see coordinates of the point P first we will find. Okay. X equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. The formula should be clear to you. M1 x2 to the other side of the coordinate and M2 x1 whole divided by M1 plus M2. That is equal to 1 into minus 2 plus 2 into 4 whole divided by 1 plus 2 equal to minus 2 plus 8 whole divided by 3. that is x coordinate of P is 2. We got the x coordinate of P only, it is not finished. Now, we will see the y coordinate, that is y equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Since we are repeating the formula many times, it will be clear in your mind, it will be there always in your mind. That is equal to 1 into minus 3 plus 2 into minus 1 whole divided by 1 plus 2. That is equal to minus 3 minus 2 whole divided by 3 equal to minus 5 by 3. It is a fraction, it can be a fraction also. So, the required point P is 2 comma minus 5 by 3. So, among the 2 points P and Q, we got the first point, that is P as 2 comma minus 5 by 3. It is not finished, we have to find Q also. Okay. So, let us find the coordinates of point Q. The same section formula we will use, that is x equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 1 into 4 whole divided by 2 plus 1. Here the ratio changes, but the sum is the same. That is equal to minus 4 plus 4 whole divided by 3. What is equal to that? 0. Minus 4 plus 4, that is equal to 0. 0 by 3 is 0 itself. Okay. So, we got the x coordinate of the point Q. Now, the same Q we need y coordinate also, then only it will be complete. So, we will find the y coordinate. Y equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is equal to 2 into minus 3 plus 1 into minus 1 whole divided by 2 plus 1. That is equal to minus 6 minus 1 whole divided by 3, that is minus 7 by 3. So, the required point Q, we got the x coordinate and y coordinate. So, the point Q is 0 comma 7 by minus 7 by 3. I found each coordinate separately after so much practice. If you are comfortable to do it together, you can do it together, but do not make mistakes, that much only. Okay. So, the required point P we got as well as Q also we got. So, those points are divide the line segment into 3 equal parts, that is P and Q. Hope you have understood this. Now, till now we found the point of division using section formula, ratio given, other two lines, other two end points given, we just found the point of division. Now, in the next question, here the ratio we have to find. Ratio we have to find, and you are given the end points as well as the point of division. Okay. Let us see how to find the ratio in which this line segment is divided. Okay. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 3, 10 and 6 minus 8 is divided by minus 1, 6. Should be able to understand the question, read it properly and understand what is given. So, here the line segment, the 3 points given, the 2 end points and the point of division. We just name it A minus 3, 10, the point of division P minus 1, 6 and B 6 minus 8. Any letter you can use. Okay, let A be minus 3, 10, B 6 minus 8 and P be minus 1, 6, and P is the point of division. What we have to find here? We have to find the ratio. We will assume that let P divide in the ratio K is to 1. What is K here? M1 is to M2, we will just divide both places by M2, that becomes M1 by M2 divided by M2 by M2, that is M1 by M2 is to 1. That M1 by M2 will take as K is to 1. The other way directly M1 is to M2 also we will get, but for easier to do it easily we are taking as K is to 1. Okay. So, we will assume let the ratio in which AB is divided be k is to 1. Now, let us see how to do. Here also we will apply the section formula itself, but the point of division is given, but we have to find the ratio in which the line is divided. So, we will see the m1 is to m2 equal to k is to 1. So, we will see, let us see the coordinates of the point P. Okay. P already given, but using section formula how it will be, we will see. By section formula P, the point P, if we substitute in the section formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2, and also the y coordinate m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. In that section form, the x coordinate and y coordinate, we have substituted the values. Okay. That is the coordinates of P are 6k minus 3 whole divided by k plus 1, comma minus 8k plus 10 whole divided by k plus 1. These are the two coordinates of P. So, but P we know it is given minus 1 6. If already we know the coordinates, then we can equate the coordinates, that is x coordinates can be equal, y coordinates will be equal. So, how can we write equating the coordinates? What comes? 6k minus 3 by k plus 1 becomes minus 1, because both are the x coordinates. It represents in two different ways only. One point is given, other using section formula we have written. So, 6k minus 3 by k plus 1 can be written as minus 1, and also minus 8k by k plus 1 also can be written as 1. Okay. That is minus 8k plus 10 by k plus 1 can be written as 6. Okay. It is not 1, 6. So, let us see, when we equate the coordinates, the cross multiplying x coordinate we are saying 6k minus 3 equal to minus 1 into k plus 1. Then all the k values we will take to one side, the constants to the other side, it becomes 6k plus 1k, that is 7k equal to 2, that is k equal to 2 by 7. We got the value of k, and the other coordinate if we equate minus 8k plus 10 by k plus 1 equal to 6, that is minus 8k plus 10 equal to 6 into k plus 1, that is by cross multiplying, or 14k equal to 4, that is k equal to 4 by 14, that is k equal to 2 by 7. The same 2 by 7 we got by equating x coordinate as well as the y coordinate. So, one coordinate if we equate itself we will get the answer. Just to cross check, we are equating the other coordinate also. Okay. So, we got k equal to 2 by 7. So, what is the required ratio? So, the required ratio is k is to 1, that is 2 by 7 is to 1, which is same as 2 is to 7. So, the given line segment is divided in the ratio 2 is to 7. That is, we started with the section formula itself, but already we are given the points of division. So, we just equate the coordinates and found the ratio, and the ratio we got is 2 is to 7. Okay. Hope you have understood this. Just practice similar type questions so that it will be easier for you. Now, moving on to next type question, same thing to find the ratio itself, but instead of giving the point directly, it is told like this. See, find the ratio in which the segment joining A 1 minus 5 and B minus 4 5 is divided by the x axis. It is not mentioning the point directly, it is told that it is divided by the x axis, and also you have to find the coordinates of the point of division, because it is not given the coordinates, it is told that it is divided by the x axis. So, if it is divided by the x axis, what will be the y coordinate? The y coordinate will be 0. Using that concept we have to do this. Okay. Let us see how to do. So, given we will just assume x1 y1 is 1 minus 5, the two coordinates which given, then x2 y2 minus 4 5, and the line given 2 points we will mark, that is 1 minus 5 and minus 4 5, and P is the point of division we have taken. So, and let the point of division be P. So, we will see the ratio. The ratio we have to find same way as we have done the previous question. We will assume the ratio as k is to 1, where k is same as m1 by m2. Okay. Let the ratio be k is to 1. So, the same section formula again we are bringing by section formula. The coordinates of P we are finding, the coordinates of P, the x coordinate and the y coordinate, same m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2, and y coordinates m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. So, it becomes k into minus 4 plus 1 into 1 whole divided by k plus 1, comma k into 5 plus 1 into minus 5 whole divided by k plus 1, that is equal to P is minus 4k plus 1 whole divided by k plus 1 and 5k minus 5 whole divided by k plus 1. While substituting, be careful while doing, just silly mistakes usually students will make. So, be careful while substituting the values. Okay. So, but this we will take as equation 1 because we need it later. Okay. Since instead of telling this again, we can mention it as equation 1, so that it is easier for us to represent. Now, it is given that P lies on the x axis, that is in the question it is told it is divided by the x axis, and that point we have taken as P. So, that point lies on the x axis given in the question. So, it lies on the x axis means the y coordinate will be 0 if it is on the x axis. Okay. So, the y coordinate here is 5k minus 5 whole divided by k plus 1, that will be equal to 0. That we have to equate and find the value of k. So, let us see 5k minus 5 whole divided by k plus 1 equal to 0. Now, we want to find the value of k, we will just cross multiply. So, the denominator becomes 0, only the numerator will be there, that is 5k minus 5 equal to 0. So, 5k equal to 5 or k equal to 5 by 5, that is equal to 1. We got k equal to 1, that is the ratio, required ratio is k is to 1. So, k value we got 1. So, what it becomes, putting k equal to 1 or substituting k equal to 1 in equation 1. What we are getting? P, the ratio we got k is to 1, that values the first part of the question we got, but we are also asked to find the points of division. For that we are substituting the ratio in equation 1. In the previous beginning we have marked equation 1 for the coordinates of P. So, we are just substituting value of k in the equation 1, that is P is 4 into 1 plus 1 whole divided by 1 plus 1, and y coordinate is 5 into 1 minus 5 whole divided by 1 plus 1. That is, by substituting the value of k as 1, we are getting the coordinates of P, that is P coordinates are minus 3 by 2 comma 0. That is, we found the ratio in the beginning, we got k is to 1, that is 1 is to 1 as a ratio. Then we found, substituting that value of k, we got the point of division P as minus 3 by 2 0. So, this can come for 3 mark question. So, just practice such questions, how it is divided, if the point of division is given, how it is, if you want to find the ratio, how it is, all these similar type questions are there in many books. Okay. So, P minus 3 by 2 0 is our final answer. Now, we will move on to next question. This question also another type. Here, let us see, if 1, 2, 4, 5, 4y, x 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Parallelogram taken in order. Find x and y. Taken in order means after A it should be B itself, after B it should be C, like that the vertices should be taken in order. After 1, 2 it is 4y, then x 6, like that. You can't take as if you like. Okay. The vertices of a parallelogram are given. There two unknown values x and y are there, that we are asked to find. Now let us see how to find the values of x and y. Okay. So, we will just name the parallelogram A, B, C, D. We will name all the points so that it is easier for us to just represent it. So, we will just represent A as 1, 2, B as 4y and C as x 6 and D as 3, 5. All the 4 coordinates, all the 4 vertices of the parallelogram we marked as A, B, C, D. Okay. Then using the property of parallelogram, which property? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Which are the diagonals of the parallelogram? That is AC, one diagonal, BD, the next diagonal. These two diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Using this property of parallelogram, we are finding the values of x and y. And how we are using this parallelogram property, that is two diagonals bisect each other. So, two diagonals bisect each other means the midpoints of two diagonals will be the same. So, let us see how to apply the midpoint formula here. Okay. So, let us see the coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal AC equal to coordinates of midpoint of diagonal BC. The two diagonals midpoints are the same. So, we can use the midpoint formula here, that is midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. We have each coordinates, each vertices coordinates we know. So, we just take it as x1, x2, y1, y2 and we will substitute here. Okay. So, it becomes 1 plus x whole divided by 2 comma 2 plus 6 whole divided by 2, that is x coordinate and y coordinate of the diagonal AC. Similarly, if we move on to diagonal BC, 4 plus 3 by 2 comma y plus 5 by 2, that is those are the x coordinates and y coordinate of the diagonal BC. So, what it becomes? 1 plus x by 2 comma 6 plus 2 is 8 by 2, 4, and the other side 4 plus 3 is 7 by 2 comma y plus 5 by 2. So, let us see equating the coordinates. Two sides of the equation are equal, x coordinate and y coordinate given. So, we can equate the x coordinate to x coordinate and y coordinate to y coordinate, isn't it? Both sides of the equal to both equation, both are values are same. So, we can equate the coordinates. So, how it will be equating the coordinates? What we will get? X coordinate when we equate 1 plus x by 2 equals 7 by 2. Y coordinate when we equate 4 equal to y plus 5 by 2. Now, we want the values of x and y. So, we want to simplify both, that is we will cross multiply. X coordinate becomes 1 plus x equal to 7, 2 gets cancelled. Y coordinate becomes y plus 5 equal to 8, 4 into 2 cross multiplying. Then becomes x equal to 6, at the same time y equal to 3. So, we did all these things to find the values of x and y, and we got that using the midpoint formula. It is a parallelogram and we use the property of parallelogram, that is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So, what we have studied about parallelogram, that we have applied here, and we use the midpoint formula to find the values of x and y. So, we got the vertices of this parallelogram. Okay, hope you have understood this. And another type, one more question is there. If A and B are -2, -2 and 2, -4 respectively, that is A is -2, -2 and B is 2, -4. Find the coordinates of P such that AP equal to 3/7 AB and P lies on the line segment AB. In the previous questions and all, you are given the ratio or we found the ratio, all those things like that we have done, but here the ratio is not given. What is given? We have given only the condition AP equal to 3/7 AB. So, how it is we will see. We will just see the line segment, that is A -2, -2, B 2, -4 and the point of decision P will take as x comma y. Let the coordinate x y be the coordinates of P. Okay. And what is given we will write AP. This we want to find the ratio AP is to PB to use the section formula, but here we are given AP equal to 3/7 AB. So, how to find AP by PB we will see. Okay. So, given thing is AP equal to 3/7 AB. But PB we know it is equal to AB minus AP. The previously in the figure you can see PB equal to AB minus AP. Okay. So, it becomes PB equal to AB minus AP is given 3/7 AB. Please substitute that. That is AB, if we take common, AB into 1 minus 3/7. That is AB equal to, sorry, PB equal to 4/7 AB. If we subtract 1 minus 3/7, we will get 4/7. That is AP by PB equal to 3/7 AB by 4/7 AB. We want the ratio AP is to PB. AP we have 3/7 AB. PB also we found in terms of AB 4/7 AB. Dividing both, what we will get? AP is to PB equal to 3:4. That is the ratio in which that line segment is divided is 3:4. Okay. So, we got the ratio here now, then we can apply the section formula. That is P divides the join of A and B in the ratio 3:4. Okay. So, by section formula how it comes? The coordinates of P, that is x equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is equal to 3 into 2 plus 4 into minus 2 whole divided by 3 plus 4. That is 6 plus minus 8 whole divided by 7. That is equal to minus 2/7. We got the x coordinate of P. Okay, minus 2/7. Similarly, the y coordinate, y equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. That is equal to 3 into minus 4 plus 4 into minus 2 whole divided by 3 plus 4. That is minus 12 plus minus 8 whole divided by 7. That is minus 20/7. Hence, the coordinates of P are minus 2/7 comma minus 20/7. Okay. So, we have done many questions, 5 questions we have done, different types questions, that is first we found the point of division, then divide into 3 equal parts, then point of division, then we found the ratio in 2 different ways, then to find the vertices of parallelogram using the midpoint formula, and the last without giving the ratio, how to by finding the ratio and then finding the coordinates. Okay. Hope you have understood the session, and this coordinate geometry part, the 6 marks will come from this part. So, do not leave it, practice more questions so that you score full 6 marks itself in the board exam. So, hope you have enjoyed my session. Thank you.